Head over to your local Fiat dealer, also known as a studio, and you'll find 6 different flavors of the 500, or Cinquecento in Italian. But it's this all-new crossover variant, known as the 2016 500X, that distinguishes itself in a couple of areas. For one, it's the only Fiat model sold here actually built in Italy. And second, it's the first 500 with available all-wheel drive. Think of it as Fiat's response to the Mini Cooper Countryman. With up to nearly 8 inches of ground clearance for the all-wheel drive model, the 500X is the Fiat for those who identify with the active lifestyle crowd, with more than 100 Mopar accessories available, including a host of racks and carriers. And beyond the option of adding traction to the rear wheels, customers can choose from 2 different multi-air engines and manual or automatic transmissions. From there are 4 trim levels with unique Fiat labels, starting with Pop, Easy, Trekking, Lounge, and culminating with the top of the line, Trekking Plus. Pricing starts at about $20,000. It's sized just right, with enough passenger and cargo volume to be quite versatile, including adult-friendly rear seats and clever, multi-tiered storage in the back with underfloor cubbies, fold-flat seats, and a cargo cover. It's a car that quickly becomes your reliable friend, able to handle just about anything you can throw at it, and doing so with a nonchalant ease. From its slightly elevated crossover height seating position to its spunky, fun-to-drive nature, the 500X possesses a very satisfying blend of everyday performance and functionality in an affordable package. My tester is an upper-range lounge model with a base price of $25,750. The 500X Lounge is offered with a number of lounge collections, if you will, and this one has the rather modest collection too, stepping up to leather seats, rear park assist with backup cam, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross path detection, adding about $1,500 to the price. The only options on my tester. That brings the MSRP to $27,300. But just because there's an X after the 500 doesn't mean all 4 wheels are driven. The 500X is the only all-wheel drive model offered by Fiat, but this 500X Lounge is front drive, a configuration that makes little sense to me, seeing as how if what you want from your Fiat is a more utilitarian crossover experience, then the 500L station wagon provides more carrying capacity at a lower price. Sure, this one has the racier powertrain, but if that's your priority, then why not go for an Abarth? My point being that by not opting for the $1,900 all-wheel drive system would be like ordering a 2-wheel drive Jeep Renegade. A vehicle with which it shares a platform. There's also about 1 inch less ground clearance than in the all-wheel drive model. The only other logic you could apply to buying the front drive version would be if you desire the base 500X Pop, the only model available with a stick shift and a turbo. Don't do it for the smaller, more fuel-efficient 1.4-liter engine, however, because unlike this more advanced, naturally aspirated 2.4-liter motor, that one drinks premium gasoline, so its MPG bump is negated. Fiat's Tiger Shark engine is an energetic performer, providing an excellent sense of immediacy, backed by a snarky Italian soundtrack. It's now teamed with FCA's 9-speed automatic, a transmission that's off to a rough start, but that continues to be tweaked via software updates to mitigate a host of owner complaints. Now, I've never experienced anything I would deem unusual for this many gears, but I have witnessed an occasional moment of indecision that can be irksome. But this motor needs all the help it can get to improve fuel efficiency. It makes 180 horsepower and is rated at 22 mpg city, 31 highway. My weekly average was a respectable 27. Though it can feel a little hobby horsey over highway expansion joints, the ride quality has a premium feel thanks to its Coney frequency selective dampers, and the car's handling is surprisingly nimble. The dynamic selector system has auto, sport, and traction plus settings, tuning engine, steering, and stability control for the specific situation. With a stylish interior featuring excellent electronics, a body that hits the sweet spot in the 500 range, and a very likable persona, the 500X quickly won me over. I can't discount Fiat's continued last-place finish in J.D. Power's initial quality study, but this is the best the company has to offer. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.